Welcome back to another episode of Look What Jess Found. This is episode 756. Now, if you're keeping up with the channel and you're watching all the videos as they come out daily, then you know that yesterday's video was a foxy rapper. This is somebody's name who penny roll hunted and sent these to the bank. For whatever reason, there was like 16 copper pennies, another 15 mint state Lincoln Memorial zinc cents, and there were a bunch of errors. So the person's not, when I say the person is searching through previously searched, I don't know what they're searching for. It could just be that they're putting that they save pennies, or they're, I don't know. I don't understand what they're doing. And here we go. Let's see what we got. Maybe this one will be different. So I had to do a second. First of all, this is a different penny wrapper than yesterday. So I said, okay, maybe this will be different. So I had to do a second chance to see if maybe this one will be a crappy one, you know? I don't know. It looks like there's about 10 copper pennies in here also, which is very, very good. So let's see what tomorrow's video, I promise, will not be a fox, but I really want to get is an 88, and I did not look. I don't know if the D comes with the flare G or not. The 88 Denver comes with the flare G or not. I'm not sure. And even this one's interesting. Look, it has some sort of deformation around the Denver. So I just got to know what this guy's deal is, and if yesterday's was just a lucky one or not. This looks like a copper. Yeah, 76. So again, people penny roll hunt for a variety of reasons. No idea. And there's a good chance that you're not using 82 Denver copper. There's a good chance you're not using all of the pennies that you're searching through, right? It's just highly unlikely every single penny is going to be used. I mean, verging on impossible, to be honest with you. Let's check this for, and we found that rotated die one yesterday. This one is not rotated. You can see the line is horizontal when I twist it. Or if it is rotated, it's super slightly rotated. If it wasn't for that corrosion, this would have been a beautiful looking penny. Copper penny number 2. Right? There are some penny rolls that I hunt through that there is not. It's happened. It rarely happens. It rarely happens to the extreme either way. That all the pennies you find are going to be good pennies, or none of the pennies you find are going to be good pennies. It usually never happens, but it's more likely. That's a nice looking one. It's more likely for it to be none of the pennies are good than all the pennies are good. That's copper penny number 3. So I have found penny rolls where I say none of the pennies are good, but it was like 4 or 5 copper pennies, and the rest were heavily circulated zinc cents. That's happened before. So I mean, I guess, even in that scenario, not all of them were no. Like, I've never really found a penny roll without any 88. You have to look at that under the loop. Obviously, if I found if I think I found a flare G, then I'm going to. I'm going to put this one to the side. If I find another 88, we will compare them. And then at the end of the video, if we have not, I will look at it under the microscope. I'll probably look at it under the microscope either way, because the G looks a little thick on the right side. So again, this is going to be another longer type video. That's copy number 5 actually, with the 82, 83. So this penny roll off the bat, I know does not have any. And that's cool looking, man. I always like these. I don't think I'm gonna have to put it to the side, because it looks like we're gonna have at least. I'll put it over here. 10 pennies for the short videos. Yeah, the previous roll had a ton of Mint State Lincoln memorials. Oh, it's got a die chip on the shield. Let me check that out on the loop real quick. Make sure that is a die chip and not a piece of dirt. You know what? I got to be honest with you. It's a die chip, but it has a little damage spot in the middle of it. I don't like it. You know, it almost looks like a pop blister. So nice looking 1967. Cop penny number 6. Ton of copper though again. So the only thing so far is we're not finding all of these weirdo errors. There were a bunch of errors. Now again, if that 88 is a flare G, then that's the find of the whole. I've never found a flare G before, and I think they sell for about $100 raw, or is it? No, it was $50 raw and $100 in like Emmet. That was when I researched it a while ago. I don't know what they sell for as of making this video. No white AM. So gonna have to check that out, obviously. '92. We'll look for the close AM. No close AM. See the FG on that? That looks like a flare G. I guess they started flaring the G starting in 1989, which incidentally is also the last year that they hand punched mint marks. And you can see the little serif coming down. Even from this distance, you can see it. See, and this one looks like it's got it too. The non-flared G 88, it looks super skinny. It looks like a C almost. The G looks like a C almost. So once I saw that it did not look like a C. I mean, it could just be an anomaly, like a thick-looking G, which I've never found before, to be honest with you. Yes, I have. I found one a while ago, and this was before I had the handheld microscope and all of that. That's copy paint number 7. And I just put it into a flip. So it's in a flip in one of my one of my boxes. That's a beauty. Nice AU looking toner. Campaign number 8. And this is when I was first starting to identify the Flare G. Learn about the Flare G. Not identify because I never found one. So I would have to go through all my boxes again to try to find that flip to see if, look at the bottom. You got the mechanical doubling on this one. Again, it's mechanical throughout, really. No extra value. I mean, I would understand if someone kept this and put it into a flip and said, "Oh, look at the mechanical doubling on the bottom." It's an interesting one. Here goes another one of these, only on one side. How odd is that? That is odd. Wow, what a red 81, huh? Talk about red. Slightly misaligned dyed. Wow, that's a beauty too. Got pay number 9. That's a beauty. What I started doing recently is if I have more copper pennies than I need for videos, the more heavily, the ones at the end. So let's say I have 12. So for copper pennies number 10, it's a line die, 1983. I will stack the last 3 up, right? So there'll be 3 pennies for short video number 10, and that's been working out pretty good. So that way they get shown also, you know. All right, here goes. We got one shiny Lincoln Memorial. I'll take it, man. I'll take it. So you can go through a bunch of penny rolls and never find not even one. Is this 2? I think we got 2. Has an interesting reverse. I don't know. Nah, a little too dirty for my liking to get it. And it's not super shiny on the edge. Like this one's pretty shiny. It's probably not. Yeah, I knew it wasn't a Lincoln Memorial. It's too pink. It's too pink to be a Lincoln Memorial. Lincoln Memorials tend to be a little bit more on the golden side than Shields. Shields tend to be a little bit more pinkish. I don't know, for whatever reason. Maybe less copper plate, less who knows? Imagine how many secrets. Okay, I'm bananas. I'm bananas. Okay, there are two sets of initials on the back. I can't believe it. How many zillions of these friggin' pennies have I looked at that I never noticed there's 2 sets of initials on the bottom? For some reason they look so bold that they caught my eye. Like, look how weak they are here. Look how bold they are here. Oh, look at that. Now that's nice mechanical doubling. Look on the edge of the scroll work. That's nice. I wonder if that has something to do with it. 2014. All right. That's a little extra cool there on that mechanical doubling. And on the letters. I bet you this looks really wicked. And on the side of the shield. You can see it on the side of the shield. Maybe we'll look at that under the microscope later too. It's already 15 minutes. These videos of mine are just getting longer and longer every day. And it's funny, I really not shiny enough for my tube. And it's funny because I would love to keep these videos at 10 minutes. It's almost impossible without rushing through it. And if they're all copper, I have to do it two separate videos. It could take an hour, especially if there's anything interesting in it. This one's pretty nice too. Yeah, I'll put that with the other one. A little darker. Not really. Not really. Another one. I got his eyelash on it. So again, not as interesting. I think we have 10. No, we have 9 copper pennies so far. Hey, let's grab number 10. Let's get it over with. I don't know which one's copper. Not as interesting as yesterday's. Again, unless that turns out to be the flare G. That would be pretty wild. I wish we had another 88. We got the 88 Denver in there, one of the first pennies we looked at today. I can go searching through the pennies back for that 88 Denver. 78. Super dirty. Super dirty bird. That's cop penny number 10, though. So, I mean, this guy's sending back a ton of copper, you know? So right there, what year is that? 80. Oh, we got an 89. I was going to say, oh, we got an 89. So 89 is what is the flare G that you want to see on the back of the 88. Oh, you can see the definite strong serif coming down. Okay, very good. So now let me go look at the 88 again. Oh, that was pretty cool. Either it has that strong serif coming down or it does not. Shoot, man. I'm gonna have to look at it under the microscope. I'm gonna say it does not. I'm gonna have to say it does not have the strong serif coming down. Because I mean, it's so noticeable. 95. When I look for that double die. No, bought a couple of them. Okay. So we have, let's do this, and then we'll look at that shield real quick. So let's look at the 80, at the 89. You know what? I should really do this as a separate video for, all right, you know what? If you're still here, you get extra. What can I say? You get extra. So the 89, let's get it close. All right. Now look at the bottom of that G. You can see it a million miles away. Okay, that's the serif. Okay, you see that? You see the extra? I'm sorry, I'm moving around so much. You have to keep it at an angle a little bit. Maybe you don't. All right, let's go closer. I really want you to see that G. Okay, you see on the right side of the G? Where's my little pointer? I even use the pointer. I use all kind. I'm like an octopus. Where's that? Okay, so you see the little line here coming down, right there. That's the serif. The 88 does not have that little extra serif coming down right there. So either it has it or it doesn't. That's it. It's very simple. Either it has it or it doesn't. There's no wishful thinking. I don't think it does personally. Holy shoot. Is that the flare? Maybe, I don't think it is. It is not as strong. And I said, either it does it. Yeah, it does it. We have to look for, here's a 95. We're looking for, you know what? I'm going to find that 89. I'll pause the video while I look for that 89 Denver, 88 Denver. All right. I found it right away. Right away, I found that 88 Denver. Look at this nonsense. It has the little blip on it. Hold on a second. All right, before I get confused. This is the 89. Let's look at that 89 one more time. See, this is why I have to do these as separate videos. Nah, man, that's the Seraph right there. That's a monster. That's a and look, it goes, you can see, you can even see the Seraph coming inside. You see right there? You see the inside and you see the bottom. I don't see that on the other two. Come on, Jess. See, you start tricking yourself after a while, man. Stuff is crazy. Okay. I mean, it does look like it has the little Seraphon coming down on the bottom, but definitely nothing going on the inside. I don't think so. I hate to say it, I almost need like another 88 to compare it to. Wow. I don't get it. I don't get it. I have to look at it through the loop real quick. I have to look at both of them through the loop. And I know I have that shield. I said I was going to show you the shield. Let me show you the shield. And then we'll end it there. It doesn't show good through the microscope. Oh, and the LB. I mean, super bold. Almost looks like it has doubling. I guess that's the mechanical doubling. You see it really good on the LB there. I guess there's two artists, or maybe one's the engraver and one is the artist. They put both their initials there. That's the little die crack. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the video. Share your 2 cents on the in the comments. What do you think about those 89s? And I will. I don't know. I have to look at it on the loop. I don't really think that those are the flare G. You can see on the 89 how strong the flare is, and they're just not. They don't look as strong on the 88s. So I'm gonna have to say they're not the flare G. Please click like and subscribe.